Here I have a hammer up here with its shank and whip in, and there's a flange there, and there's a center pin. There's the jack, that L-shaped piece of wood, then the let-off button with the red felt underneath. There's the flange for the jack. Here's the key and the key bed underneath, and the string is over here. So what we're showing here is the presence of aftertouch. Aftertouch is arguably the most important element in a piano action. It has to be there. If it's not there, it just doesn't feel right, and it's very difficult to play. So this is how the action works. Let's talk about the blow distance over here of 1 7/8 from the hammer to the string. We have a mark here to show where the top of the key is resting. Now when the key starts going down, you can notice that the whipping is going up, the jack is going up, now the jack toe is getting closer to the let-off button. Now eventually it will engage with the let-off button, the jack toe, and then it'll start to trip out of the way, and that is called let-off. But look here, there's still some space here underneath the key, and that is aftertouch, and that's what makes the piano feel good. The let-off occurs 1/8 of an inch from the string. Now what would happen if we were to take that let-off button and just change it a tiny bit? Raise it, put it up a tiny bit. So what would happen is as the key goes down, the jack goes up, the let-off button is engaged, and then the tripping happens. But look, there's no space underneath the key. The key has now smashed into the key bed. There's no aftertouch. This feels horrible to play. Well, what about if we have less key dip? We just have this less key dip here. So press down on the key, the jack goes up, engages with the let-off button, trips, and boom, no aftertouch. It feels horrible. And that's just talking about changing the let-off button and the key dip in one direction only. And we haven't even talked about what is the best aftertouch. And how does key dip affect aftertouch? Increasing it and decreasing it. What about the blow distance? We haven't even talked about that. And how does let-off affect aftertouch? How do we know when we have to change these? And how do we know in what direction we need to change these to produce the best aftertouch? That's what's discussed in the Regulation Triangle Method video book. Click the link somewhere on this page. You'll be directed to a web page that talks a lot more about these different measurements in the action. What is the best measurement? What is aftertouch? What does it feel like? And start learning how to more easily regulate a piano so that it has the best feel possible.